Hey, how much is your LiveScan? I'm sorry, sir. What city, state you calling from? Puts them back on the defensives for a little bit. Back on the P's and Q's. Oh, okay. This must be a large organization. That's the tip right there I just shared with you folks. Okay. Always maintain the control.
Yeah.
But for your fees and costs, there's some things you should take in consideration. You really should take a lot of things in consideration. And what are they? So for me, one thing to take in consideration is going to be our overhead costs. For example, how much it costs to take that credit card? How much should we charge ourselves called rolling fees? Should we charge the customer how much it costs to swipe their credit card? And guys, if you got any comments, just jump in and put them in there. We'd like to share them also. But for me, that's very important. What they should take in consideration. I'm keep trying to hit that link there. It's going to the wrong side. I got to fix that later on. Sorry about that, folks. All right, then. But what things take in consideration is going to be how much is going to be your credit card fees. It could be how much you should pay for your LiveScan device.
Yeah.
There's
a whole lot of fees. A whole lot of you have to really consider when you creating your fees. You have to, like in my case, by me being a mobile, I have to consider, first of all, tolls, because I go on toll roads. I have to consider. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was thinking about that one. Oh, yes.
Yeah, tolls is because in Florida, tolls is very expensive.
And I guess I'm taking notes.
and you have to add that. You also have to consider. You have to also consider your gas. Figure out how many miles per gallon you're actually getting on your gas. And if it's 50 miles, you want to know approximately how much gas you're going to burn.
Yes.
But I've included all of that with my basic fee. I have an average. And when I get the phone call, the first want to know, well, how much do I charge for a LiveScan? Mine is simple. I have a base fee of $174 plus whatever the state fee requires for that service. I don't care, and that pretty much covers up to a 50 to 60 mile radius from my home base, because that's basically where I promote my business within that distance. And with me doing so, I've included, I'm not taking the street way. I'm going to take the toll road because it's the fastest way to get to your location. And you also have to take in consideration insurance, wear and tear on your vehicle. So you want to make sure, just because Bob down the street is charging $55, what Bob does doesn't require me to do, because I'm offering you something that Bob probably is not offering you, which is the luxury of you being comfort in your own surrounding, and I come to you. Whereas Bob may charge you $50, but guess what? You got to burn your gas, pay your toll, and go to Bob. So, which is more convenient for you? Do you want to pay for convenience and great service, or do you want to just get it done by anybody and take that chance?
Convenience. Definitely convenience.
Yes.
It does make a big difference. It really does.
Yeah. I had a company last week. Lady wanted me to do 15 jobs. And she said, well, how much is your fee? I said, they're $174 for each one of them. She said, what, you already here? I said, well, I have to consider. I said, that's what you look on my website. I stand by what I write. That's my main concern. I said, and she said, well, I'll just do like I did last year, load them all up in the van, and we'll go to where we did last year. I said, well, safe travel. Have a nice day.
Sometimes you have to do that. And one thing to take into consideration, folks, when you guys hear what Carrie just shared with you there, they want you there for one price. Hey, come fingerprint me, just one person. And then you base your whole time away from your office. Listen again, you're basing your time away from your office, part of your service fees for mobile fingerprinting. I'm not going too much on mobile fingerprinting. We do have a course on that. But while you're there, oh boy, it's 100 other people. Why are you away from your office fingerprinting these folks? Which is a good thing, more business, but something may lose business because you're missing phone calls. You might miss another appointment. So you need to understand that you might get stuck in that traffic. Here in LA,
Mm-hmm.
small word called traffic. From here, from where we stay right now to Santa Monica, it might be maybe 5, maybe 10 miles, maybe max. But you're talking right now, maybe a 45 minutes an hour drive.
Mm-hmm.
Here to Beverly Hills might be about 15 miles away, which is real close if there's no traffic. But right now it's like an hour plus hour and a half drive to certain parts of Beverly Hills right now from where we at. And they're less than
Mm-hmm.
50 miles away. So it makes a big difference why you deal with your kids, you get the future dog, you have stuff going on.
Yeah.
But don't let them second guess you on your prices and stuff. How about you, Amber? Folks, yep, this is live streaming station right there. That's how it goes. Yep. Any suggestions, Amber?
I have
I
simple.
think just I agree with you guys. So you have to know your price, look at your competitors, and see what is best fit for your surrounding area. So yeah, I agree.
It makes a big difference there. It
Yeah.
makes a big difference. Let me get this thing back up here just in case it comes back over there. Always be prepared. So another thing is, let me see, can I mute him somehow? Oh, he'll take care of that because he's off the screen. Okay, hey folks, another thing is to be aware of when you do your cost analysis or setting out your plans for your fees, take in consideration other things like the operational cost. You know, your credit card,
Yeah, credit card.
your
Yeah.
cost to have an office, to rent there. You know, Kerry mentioned also if you can do mobile services, just traveling fees and things like that to take in consideration. Just don't try to base off your prices from what your competitor or your so-called neighbor or competitors doing down the street. You know, you want to focus on dominating the market, not just trying to compete with someone down the street. Focus on domination, not competition. So for us, we have a round for average. For us, to tell a lot of folks training to write this down. You should take in consideration at least $5 of your rolling fee is going towards overhead expenses. Okay, I
Mm-hmm.
specify about $5 plus or minus a few cents here or there is going to your overhead for every single person you fingerprint when you swipe that credit card.
Yeah.
Say it's going to be for Florida, for example, it might be a medical license, which is $61.25. And yes, folks, know your government fees, know your government fees, plus your rolling fee. You might charge them $30. So now, or $40. Now you're talking almost $100. Out of that 100,
Mm-hmm.
swipe their credit card about 3%, plus
2%.
or
Yeah.
minus a few points here and there, cents right there. It was just $3 is going to your overhead expenses. Okay, because you have to pay the merchant service provider their fees. Okay, this around
Mm-hmm.
$3 is going away, down with $2 left. Your
Mm-hmm.
marketing, your overhead, your
Yep.
uniforms, all these other things come into play. You need to have a
Yes.
now some figure how much it costs each person. That'll help you price have a better and effective price point when you do your business. It's extremely important. It's extremely important. And for those who don't know how to do that, take our training programs. We cover that part in detail about pricing. Is it in our mobile service program, in the LiveScan certification program, the ink card fingerprinting program? We always talk about pricing. It's very important. We can't tell you what the price. We just give you some examples what people do in the industry and share it with you. How you should do your cost analysis and get your price to share with the public. Very important. And
Yeah.
like once again, Kerry mentioned, like he doesn't deviate what's posted on his website with his prices. He stand behind them and he support them. Okay, people want a Wolfgang Puck hamburger, but they want to pay a McDonald's price on it. Okay, they
Yeah.
want a beef hamburger, get a burger pit price on it, where the case may be. Doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
We want to stay in business, get to stay productive, stay busy, stay broke, get
Yeah.
Yep.
productive, get paid. In other
Yeah.
words, make sure your prices justify your services and don't go cheap on your prices.
True. And also, when you're doing ink cards too, you want to also consider the price you got to pay for that card
Yeah.
because
That's the truth these days.
you know you pay anything that you're buying and using for your business should be inventory, and you should know approximately how much you're paying for each ink card. You
Mm-hmm.
know, you got to use ink. You got to use ink. You got to use pay for the card. You got to use paper towels. You got to use hand sanitizer. You got to use whatever
Yeah.
you're using in that business, your business. It should
Yeah.
be priced out.
Yeah.
Same way you go to McDonald's, like JW say. Guess what? If you want pickles on that hamburgers, they McDonald's gonna tell you how much each pickle can cost you.
Yeah, like the sauce too. For
Exactly. Why do
extra
you
sauce.
think why do you think McDonald's charge you 40 cents for one slice of tomato?
Yeah, yeah,
I never worked at McDonald's, man, but I ain't surprised. They get you with the cheap hamburgers. Back in the days, they were cheap, and they get the
Yeah.
upsells and everything in the back end. You know,
yeah.
Yes.
The
If you
big
sauce,
difference.
40 cents for
yeah.
the sauce.
Yes.
Everything they
Yeah.
charge you now. Yep. Okay, cost.
Hmm.
It's a cost.
It makes a big. It really does make a big difference there. Another thing to share with the folks out there is having a business model. You know, when you first start doing fingerprinting or operating procedure, something like what model, how you going to do your business? You know your prices, stick with your prices. They can ask you why are you so expensive. Don't fall for that one there. Our
Hmm.
services are this price right here, which includes but not limited to X, Y, Z, like that. Well, I saw somebody's price online for a $20 rolling fee. How can we charge you more than $20? Well, sir, we're not in Bakersfield. You know, we're in Los Angeles, but you want to drive to Bakersfield, more power to you. You know, the
Yeah.
gas station right over there, which is $6 a gallon if you're lucky, and go.
All
Yep.
right.
Or you're going to say, well, like
Right.
college is cheaper at the college. Well, okay, sir, I understand that, and you're right. It might be cheaper there, and the cost for that service, well, how much it's going to cost you to get there? You get to go to college, drive around for a half hour, look for a place to park your vehicle, park
Hmm.
your vehicle,
Pay to
Yeah.
pay for
park that
parking,
vehicle. Hmm.
walk another 2 miles back to the police station because at camp there's no place to park anyway. Then you're gonna
Yeah.
wait in line for another 3 hours because the person's on break right now for lunch. And then you might get fingerprinted tomorrow because it'll be closed by the time you get up to your turn.
Yes,
Yep.
definitely.
We'll be here, coffee, tea, hot chocolate, foot massage, all this other stuff you want to add to your services. But it's like that. We got everything but the foot massage, okay? We got everything else besides that one day. But I ain't doing bunions, okay? Ain't no bunion
Hmm.
prints. Oh, unless they pay us enough, they take that back.
That's
But
true.
stick with your prices and don't underestimate your prices. Don't go too cheap with your prices. You're bringing the value and experience to the market and
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
stick with these prices. And
Yep.
what happens sometimes once people around you realize see that what people are paying you for your services, don't be surprised they start upping up their prices too just because you're doing it. Which
Yeah.
is fine, that's from them. But don't go the opposite way. Stick with your prices, support your prices, know your fees for your particular state for LiveScan. For me,
Hmm.
I pretty much have all the fees pretty much memorized in here. What's going on for California? Florida, I'm still working on that right now. But
Yeah.
the prices will vary off the ORI number for the LiveScan form.
Yeah, they have a long
That's
list.
Yes.
what it does. But they're gonna call you, well, how much is your LiveScan? That's what the price. How much it's gonna cost? It's for a job, it's for a school, it's for a daycare center.
Yeah.
All right.
But because it's for I want to be a teacher, where you don't know until you actually know what type of teacher they're referring to. Are
Mm-hmm.
they a teacher
Mhm.
out of school? Does the school give them a license form? Or are they going for this teacher credentialing license where they're going for the professional license? Are they going to teach at a daycare so they want to work in there part time to deal with the little kids out there?
Yeah.
So teacher has a big role there, but be very specific. We need to talk to you about the prices and
All
try
right.
to get the ORI number to
Yep.
look it up.
And
And
even
then
if you
be on top of that there.
and a
If you
good advice too, if even if you don't even when you're putting your pricing together for your website or for your customers as well, you want to be able to, if you can, offer them a flat fee plus the state fee. And the reason why I say that, due to the fact that you're gonna have different state fees for different ORI numbers. So if
Yep.
you can give them a base fee, that's how because I did, when I did my website, I worked on my pricing for about 2 weeks. I was up and down, trying this, trying that, trying this, trying that. And JW helped me a little bit, helped me a lot, gave me a lot of good pointers as well. And I basically discovered that worked best for me was to create a base fee and then have them to add in their fees, whatever the state fees would be, on addition to my set base fee.
mm-hmm.
And it's very self-explainable on my website. It's simple. It just says base fee 174 plus any additional state fees. which I have no control over. Like I told the lady last week, you're going to pay the state fee. I'm going to pay the state fee is going to come out of my account regardless
True.
if I fingerprint one or all 15 of you. You know, now the only leeway I have, if any, is my service fee. And I'm just like the state of Florida. I go through the toll every day. The toll prices don't change just
Yes.
because I'm coming through. I'm sorry.
That makes sense.
So, Carrie,
You
you
know,
have a question from someone. They say that so if the client comes to your location, will $60 or $80 be fair price for ink fingerprint?
if it came to your location, for
Yeah,
me,
if the client come to your location, yes.
If they
Would
had an
you
office, yeah.
if they
would
came
you
to my location, then what if they come to me, I would charge them $75 base fee plus state fee.
all right, I
For
hope
ink
so.
card fingerprinting, ink card. This is for ink
For
card.
that for ink card or for
Ink
Ink
card, yeah.
card.
ink
Ink
card,
card.
yes. Ink card, yes.
So for
Yes.
ink card folks who are watching here, there is no associated government fee when a technician is fingerprinting you on
Right.
ink card.
Right.
You hmm?
For ink card, it's just 70. I'll charge you $75 because I'm gonna do them and give it back to you. I'm gonna print you. I'm gonna verify your information. And it's your once I give it back to you, you can send it to wherever you wish to send it to because I can't do anything with that. But take the prints for you is $75. Yes. Now, if I do a live scan for you and you come to me, then I will be willing to split my service fee, which is 175, which is roughly what 75, 100, like $100, almost $100. It'll be that. It'll be one. I tell you exactly how much it is. Wait a minute. So you're talking
Well,
87. It'll be 87.50 plus the state fee, and that if you came to me,
I
that
bet
would
you,
be
Mama.
that that's the way how I would probably proceed with it. But if I gotta crank up and come to you, I don't care if you two houses up from me. I gotta put all my equipment. That's the service trip. That's 100. That's one hundred and
Yeah.
seventy-four dollars.
How
You
about you,
know.
Mama? What would be your fee if they came to your office
I'm
for
still
ink card
working on that
fingerprinting?
because I'm listening to you guys. So, because I went through what I did, I went through a website who's looking at my area, and they have so many fees for different types for the state, for the government, and I look at all those prices. I'm like, oh my gosh. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna follow carry advice, look for the base for fee, then the state fee added. So I have to figure it out for me.
Let me jump in for a second here to clarify some things. If it's an ink card and you are the technician and the person's coming to you for fingerprinting, the government fees typically you don't have to collect the government fee for ink card fingerprinting. In most cases, you don't have to collect the ink card fingerprinting fee if they come into you. If I'm the applicant, I give you the ink card, you provide it to me, you fingerprint me, the applicant on the ink card, I pay your fee. In most cases, I get back the ink card and I send the ink card off to the requesting agency that's in or out of that state per the instructions. Now, the price that we would charge per ink card the price you would charge per ink card will vary based off your business model. Carrie lives in a very exclusive area. If this price would appear to be too cheap, you wouldn't get any business at all.
Yes.
Okay, just keep this real. Depends on where your business is at and your business model. For us, we're based here in a small country called Los Angeles, but we're in an area called Culver City. TikTok's right next door. Sony Pictures is right down the street. YouTube Videos is right down the street. All these major organizations are not too far from us, less than 3 miles away. So our price is structured a little bit different. But for our price at our corporate office for ink card fingerprinting is $54 per card. Because you looked at how many cards to be there for ink fingerprinting. So the question should be is, how much are you going to charge per card? If they do one card, we got to charge you ABC price. The other card be EFG prices. But for us, we have one price for all the cards. So if it's going to be 10 ink cards, that's $54 times 10. To me, it means a lot of chocolate chip cookies. A lot of sugar. So our prices are fixed before they come to us. Now, if they hire us to go to them, our mobile service fee per ink card, I think, is $58 or something like that. Not counting all the extra fees, not counting the toll fees Carrie mentioned today, not counting the mobile service fee, not counting the urgent, you guys better write this down, urgent service fee, and all the stuff we added on top of that right there to get it done. Just imagine you order some fries from McDonald's and have, this is called DoorDash, have DoorDash deliver the
Yes.
fries to your home. Well, you can pay a lot more than the fries, maybe 10 times over.
Yeah.
But fingerprinting, all this other stuff comes into play.
Yes.
So when they come to you for fingerprinting, your price should be we recommend your price to be per card. We don't recommend giving discounts off additional cards because you're devaluing your service.
Yeah.
Perspective on it.
That's true.
Rate. No, some of our members do charge above $80 per ink card, but in a certain area where there's nobody around them doing fingerprinting. No, they're not living in Beverly Hills. It's part of the neighborhood. They're in the neighborhood, but people are paying that because in that neighborhood,
yeah, makes sense.
And they're charging about $80 per card. I'm proud of them. They took our courses. Good. Cookies. But set your prices where you make a profit from it.
Yeah.
Not just to break even, to make a profitable profit from that and go from there. And something else about pricing, folks, when you have your pricing shared with your customers, you need to say it out loud to yourself. If it's hard for you to say that particular price out loud, they will pick it up. Lawyers have books that tell them how to price their clients. They avoid using $350. They told to per some of the books that I read. Yeah, repricing. It's all psychological, So are they going to pay you $85 or are they going to pay you $87? They have less of a restriction paying you $87 compared to $80 or $85 because it seemed like you just made that number up. $50 per card or $54 per card? Which one sounds easier, 50 or 54? Which one's more welcoming? That's what our price is around $50 anyway, but 54 came across a lot less threatening and a lot more appealing and acceptable. So also take into consideration too, when you have your prices, do your due diligence. Also make sure your prices where it's appealing to the customer too, how they see it and how they visualize it. Look at the prices of something called 99-cent store. Look at grocery stores. All these prices are in at 99 cents or 95 cents, $1.95, whatever case may be. It's all psychological too. So just because, matter of fact, I'm going to side tangent here. Just because you go to the supermarket now and you think you got a good deal, that cereal box might be like a lot smaller now for the same price. So price may not go up, but the cereal box is smaller. Okay, enough of that. So they really pick you off by doing that there too. But make sure prices. And if you're a member of the association, if you have questions about your prices, send us a direct message on that community, LiveScanCommunity.com, or schedule to speak to a member advisor. And if you took certain programs, we'll go with you about your prices, about how your website looks and things like that. It's the science behind that. It really is. Very good question, my friend from Facebook. Thank you. Very good question. I like that question there. It's very good. I'm going to circle back to government fees. In Florida, they publish the government fees. There's only one page, not too many fees to know. Be aware of them. What's going on there are the prices. The Florida LiveScan fees could be high as $61.25. That I'm aware of. Maybe some higher, but most I'm aware of is $61.25. The highest fee I saw for California for government fees by itself is $300. Person came by office and their government fee by itself was $300, plus the rolling fee. So the government fees will vary based off the ORI number or the codes they have in the system. 0 or much higher. So don't have just one set price thinking it's going to be like it is. You might until you know your prices for your particular state. Research it and learn them. Okay, learn makes a big difference. I just can't say $175 for LiveScan because they come to me with some LiveScan codes that's $300 per applicant.
Exactly.
Big time.
Yes.
Very, very important there.
Yeah, and that's normally the second question comes out.
This is the fireman. It's me, the fireman. Hey, fireman can't spell today, folks. We're gonna go ahead and take out the the smoke got in his eyes and so this is Fireman Jose, saving lives and kicking down doors and fingerprinting too. So yeah, he misspelled fireman because the smoke got in his eyes. He right now he's walking our show right now, putting up fires, doing CPR and saving lives and stuff like that. So he's multitasking. We got you, Jose. Yeah, I got your name out there. Jose the fireman, man. Thank you, man, for joining the show for today. They're kicking down doors and saving lives. Carrie mentioned earlier in the day about your website, how we helped you with your website. I think Jose's scheduled with us later this Friday. If you feel like you join in with us too, I'll let you know about the time and stuff. I'm not sure yet.
Okay.
You too long, but I think you got your other job going on there too, though, because your schedule's kind of scheduled. How do you look for Friday morning, Amanda?
I'll be at work.
10 o'clock your time.
What, this Friday morning? This Friday?
This Friday, I think it'll be 12.
I'm available.
All right,
What
then
time?
Go ahead. And Jose the fireman, I want you to go ahead and paste your website link inside the community.
Okay.
Go to LiveScanCommunity.com, paste your link there, and I promise you, when I look at your website, I'm gonna give a grade you never forget. Okay, then I give you a grade you never forget. All right, I promise you that. I'm gonna give you a grade. I told you what the grade is gonna be. Everybody else gets scared; they might not even become a member yet, but it's effective, and you'll never forget it. Yeah, and something else too. Congratulations, Jose! He did his first live scan. 5 clients on Thursday.
Congratulations, yay.
Yeah.
Sir.
We got you on a blast right now. What was your rolling fee?
Oh, yes.
We want to know your rolling fee. And was it a mobile service? Did you go to them or did they come to you?
Yes, definitely, yes.
All right, then. I think we should put him on a show one of these days, though. Put him on blast. I think he'll like it. Yeah. A big old fireman had a thumbprint badge and up in the thing like that. Yeah, do that then. No, Jose been with us for quite some time. They came to him, the rolling fee was 40
Okay,
bucks.
$40.
Yeah, he took
$40, they can't do it. Okay.
Yeah, he took the classes. Yep, he's good. He's good.
good.
Can you guys have any other suggestions about what to take in consideration for pricing for even for ink card and for LiveScan? And Carrie, you mentioned something too real fast about the pricing for the equipment, but for the ink cards.
Yes.
No prices for ink cards, darn, they're doubled since the beginning of the year.
Yes, they have. Yes.
They doubled since the beginning of the year. So that's sad to see, but they doubled in prices like that. So of course, take into consideration your price for your LiveScan machine, your supplies, your equipment, your internet feed, your merchant service device, your uniforms, anything you can think of, obviously included in your pricing to get the customers. And if you try to compete with somebody else down the street, you're going to stay broke.
Yes.
Yes, you will.
Coming to you, making no money.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where Jose's at, Jose the fireman, I'm not sure what you're right now. Some folks near him charging $20 or $15 rolling fees. I did the research when we talked like this a while ago. But now he has a contract with some companies now, and his minimum fee when they come to him, rolling fee is $40 with the contract. That means pretty much they're going to promise him X amount of business for a certain rate based off of volume. That's still okay. That makes sense there too. So volume-wise, having a fee for $40 is a good thing. You know, it really is a good thing with them.
Well,
that's how I do it.
I just started a new thing here last week. It came to me. Because here in Central Florida, we're getting ready for school. School starts tomorrow, and so I put in my calendar as a reminder for next year to automatically 1 month before school starts to run a big school promotion for all school teachers. I'm gonna put it together so that a month before school starts, I'm gonna do a special for all live scans for everybody who works in the educational field that needs live scan fingerprinting at a reduced rate. So you think about stuff now to start preparing yourself for the oncoming years to create your calendar of events, because I haven't been in business not even a year yet, and you have to start building blocks for the oncoming years. So it'll help with your pricing. You know what you charged this year, and what you can do is what I'm going to do is have a special. Like I say, for everyone that works in the education field next year, to basically offer them a special. You show your employees our teacher's ID.
Yeah.
I'll give you like a 50% off of your live scan fingerprinting, and something like that, just to promote my business as well. You
Mm-hmm.
know, and
Pretty
so
smart. I like that.
so
Getting contract agreements with the schools or getting a relationship with them is very important, especially right now when school's starting pretty soon.
Right.
Yeah.
Have you guys prices ready? And I promise you, those who are watching this video right now, the school's around the corner for them. They're all running out there right now trying to get their word into the school for fighting for those gigs, because PTA, volunteers, field trips. Those parents need background checks.
Have a background check.
Districts. Now, I'm not going to tell you go real cheap, because they may chase you off the campus, off the school.
Yeah.
A price that the customer's seeing, they can get it done. And typically the school districts will go to the local police station in their district. They get the government fees, get the rolling fees for free, because they're employee of the school district also for the same city. So do research there too. So just if you might go to the school and try to get an agreement with them, they may have a relationship since they might be city employees or working for the school district, which is against the city employees. So the police station, or they might go to the police station and get the LiveScan done without paying a rolling fee. So just know where you can call around.
And also the game season too.
You
Whether
never
it's
know.
soccer game season, football season, basketball season, cheerleader season, that's the best time to have your flyer ready and send it out to those locations as well. That's the season right now, but for us in Florida. So.
And we got one here from LaDonna saying, greetings. She's from a small country called Los Angeles. She's been in our office here. She knows what's going on here. LaDonna, we want you on the show. And oh, by the way, how many fingerprints have you done, LaDonna? Let us know that. Let us know. All right. I went to my local college because every semester they start POST program. Okay, this is a fireman Jose
That's
again.
true. They have, that's a good point. Yeah.
Oh man, okay. The Jose play, man. Those shoot, man. Yeah, the getting person. I like that, Jose. Go ahead, man. He's blazing down the road. That's what he's doing. He's knocking down doors, blazing, kicking them in. Having certain credentials behind you, a lot more credibility goes a long way. So, guys, please take advantage of that too. It really does.
Yes.
Good deal. I like that there. Quite a few. You will be proud. I'll be proud when you tell me how many you got done, LaDonna. You need to see this in writing right now.